My phone is being jacked. But anyway, I messed up. I jabbered on the other video, and I was stating or whatever that the officer had pulled me over, had me on the side of the road or whatever, and I knew that my turn signals worked. They worked. Both of them was working the next morning when I went even to the auto store. Even when I got out my car and got home or whatever to flick my signals, they were working. I went up to the auto store the next day or whatever, my signals was working. So this officer pulled me over and he tell me, and I said, my signal? I didn't you I said my signal is on right now as you have pulled me over. I said, so it's blinking in here inside, and you're stating that it isn't working on the outside of my car. And I said, let me get out and see. And when I asked him to let me get out and see why my signal isn't working, because I hadn't had problems with it, I didn't need a bulb, I didn't need anything, I knew that he were lying. He told me, no, 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 we're on the side of the highway. You don't, you just stay in the car. You just stay in the car. And he just started writing me up, ticket your name and your da 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 da. And he was like, I said, no, I don't have my purse in here. I was just going to pick up my son to give him a ride and da 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 da. And he was like, oh, so you don't have your insurance? And I had the other copy of, which my insurance or whatever, even though it was the copy, because they give you at the insurance company, the copy that goes to the date, and they give you like a few days of grace even after your insurance expires or whatever, whatever. So this officer didn't let me get out. I was so pissed off, and I did something with the ticket. I don't even ever know. It just came up missing out of my car. I don't know. I just pray that God deal with it, even with, another incident that happened. But I'm not going to even be putting my personal and my stuff that happened or whatever, because I don't want people going and using it and flipping it and using my words, my ideas, anything that I'm going through, anything that I'm doing, you know, to make money off of it, because they don't pay me. They don't pay my bills. And they be the same ones. Oh, you need to go do this, X, Y, and Z. And while I was working and going through with my children and paying my tithes, where the fuck were you at? On the internet or in the community or from someone you were stealing. Because people that steal, they don't just start stealing out of nowhere or whatever. Most of the time, especially if they're up in age, they probably stole a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and then it just gradually it grows or whatever. You have to stop yourself. I mean, as kids, we pick up things, and no one's perfect. I've even done it, but you have to know or whatever that karma's, it's gonna come back to you. So, to make a long story short, this officer, he lied. He lied. And I was so pissed. Or whatever. But that one ticket sent my license into suspension because I didn't have my insurance in my car. And like 3 years prior to that, I had caught, um, some type of tickets or whatever, like, and if like I know whatever different tickets or whatever they could send you. And I had it bad, before in the past or whatever. That's why when I went and got my license, I read that whole book and I went and got my license, because before I got my license, I was the ticket queen. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to take that and use that too. They use it in movies. They just take your words. They take everything. And then these people try to belittle you. Do you know God is looking down and they have to pay for that? I don't care who they are. I don't care what position they sit in. I don't care how far they sit up thinking that they're sitting on the throne. Actually, they're not even sitting on the throne. They're sitting on the devil's pong. Okay, when you're doing stuff like that, you're not sitting on no throne. You sitting right in the devil's den. Okay, so anyway, to make a long story short or whatever, this reading is to do with drugs, drug addictions, drug addicts, and so forth or whatever. Because, some of these karmic masculines, karmic feminines, karmic, even divine femmes, or whatever. No one's perfect or whatever. People have went through their situations. They've been on drugs, woo, woo, woo. Even if you smoke weed and to smoking crack, to smoking meth, to smoking, you're still smoking. And if it's an addiction that you have to get up, you got to do it every day, you're a dope fiend. It's no way around that. And, everyone, they try to make differences in it. And, oh, you're a crack smoker. Oh, you're a meth smoker. The only difference is crack and meth and all that crap. It comes out of their pores even more, have them sweating, have them funky, they feet stink, all that or whatever. The difference is with smoking weed, your damn breath stink. I don't care who you are. If you're a weed smoker, if you're a pot smoker, you're, it leave this aroma, this scent. I smoked weed. I used to be running around here when I was younger or whatever, from about the age of 14 all the way to like 21 or 22 when I stopped smoking weed or whatever. I got 5 on it. Boy, I used to love that song, and I used to be trying to match with people to smoke this weed or whatever. It is what it is. You do what you do. I mean, no one's here to judge you. We are to heal, to raise the vibration, to get everyone from being stuck, to be out of this mindset, to, you know what I'm saying? Because, they got the smoking for some reason. They're going through something to calm their mind, to ease their pain, to do something or whatever. So, a dope fiend is a dope fiend. I'm getting sick of people trying to make themselves more seener than the other, because they're smoking this one particular drug, and not this one. Addiction is an addiction or whatever. It could be a sex addiction, a drug addiction, whatever. If you smoke any type of drug, marijuana is a drug, crack is a drug, ice is a drug, meth, whatever, heroin is a drug. Whatever you're doing, shooting it up, smoking it, whatever, and you got a habit, you got an addiction to it, you're a dope fiend, regardless if it's crack or weed. You're still a dope fiend. So stop trying to make yourself seem like you're any better than, and when I say, because I had some girls try to pop off because I got a little song. I really have a song that, and it's to do with dope fiends, because that's who I grew up around, and I could basically feel these people pain, woo, woo, woo. And it made me feel like, you know what I'm saying? I'm no different than what they are. When I used to be hooked and stuck on my addiction and in my addiction of smoking weed and smoking my blunts and doing all of that or whatever, even when I was drinking or whatever, none of this stuff is different, y'all. So I don't know why y'all try to make these categories, put people in these categories, try to make yourself seem like you're better, whatever. It's people that got bukus of money and they got drug addictions. They're a dope fiend. They have to smoke weed, blunts, and all that all day long. It's just the only difference in with weed and crack or whatever. It takes them a little bit further into the things they may interact in or do to get this drug or whatever. They're still getting high or whatever. You're still getting high. You're still not in your normal state if you're using some sort of substance. So I don't know why people try to, you're still a junkie. I mean, I hate to put it like that. I mean, not a junkie, a drug junkie. You're still a drug junkie. You're still abusing the substance of a drug or whatever, and for that matter, you may do it all day long, which is whatever. So I don't know why people try to make it, it was this, and my niece, she was in it as well, but I was singing this song and I was like, and I love them dope fiends. What I'm saying or whatever is, they're not to be treated. Yes, you need to keep them at arm's reach linked or whatever, because I know how it is. I've grown up around a lot of people that came from the slum in in drug houses, in crack houses, in everywhere, and these people, you can't trust them. Where, for instance, or whatever, you may have someone over here. If a person get too far gone in their addictions, even with smoking weed, they'll take your money out of your purse, or they'll get your money as well and go get them some weed. Like, none of it is different. People have limits on what they will and won't do for these items, but if you're doing it every day and it's a habit or whatever, you're a dope fiend. So a weed smoker, from a weed smoker, I know both worlds. Weed smoke, and I kind of I relate to both or whatever. I'm not trying to say, because I used to smoke weed, I'm no better than these people are. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, you people or whatever, you got even tarot readers up on here thinking that they probably is just a prostitute or a sex addict, or have did little things like that, or have always betrayed their friends and slept with their friends' men, or some. None of this stuff is different, y'all. All the same, you still dealing with issues. Don't get up on here trying to act like you're holier than thou or you're better than the next person, because you're not. You still got, that's what God got you here for. You think it's to read tarot and talk about the karmics, but it's not, because you are the karmic. What you're really failing to see. You're the karmic that needs to be healed. That's why God got you here. And He's trying to get you to your healing, because you wouldn't allow it from anyone else around in your community, or, in your family. They were trying to tell you about yourself. You were too stiff-necked, hard-headed, didn't care to look at yourself, thinking that you're better than, thinking that, ooh, I do this, I may sleep around, but I'm better than her because she smoked crack or whatever. No, it's all the same. You're still jacked. You're still junk up and need healing or whatever. I may expose my body on the fans only page, but she up over here stealing from her job, money, hours, time, energy, and stealing everyone's ideas. So I'm better than her. No, ma'am. It's all, you still got, and God, He don't pick and choose what we're doing and how we're doing it, and when we're doing these things. He don't pick by color. Oh, because this person's skin is lighter, I'm going to pick them over this darker complected. No. So y'all need these illusions and these confusions. That's what He sent the chosen ones for. That's what we're here. We're on the battlefield, and we're not playing no games. We're here to wake mother suckers up to the real world. It's no more of that. God, because this person is white, they deserve the house on the hill, the car, the money, but they done been stealing for years, hours, time, energy, and ideas and things from other people to get their money for all these years. But y'all sitting up here got them on a pedestal because y'all fail to see, don't have no third eye open, haven't healed, can't see past go, and all of that. So you can't see the illusions and the confusions that people are bringing about to do with their narcissism, that they have people blinded by or whatever, to keep them up in this high status quota, high position, high this and high that, whatever, when they're no better than a homeless person. No, we're here to wake this shit up. It's not a game here. So y'all can play the game or whatever. Yes, I love the dope fiends. All of them. From weed smokers to crack. But what I'm not going to do, I'm not going to have you up around me where I know that you are capable of hurting me. Because any type of drug user, they're bound to issue out some damn karma. That's going to come right back to them. Karmic situation. They can't issue out no karma on you, but it's going to be karmic. They may move in a karmic way. They may treat you in a karmic way. They may treat you less than. These people are walking spiritually blind. You have to think or whatever. You have to know better and do better. Nothing about them is they may pretend, or they may put you in an illusion of thinking that, you're going to be treated right and, they are doing right or whatever, but they're not even seeing right. They're spiritually blind, especially if they're unhealed. Now, I could see a person that, smoke weed for medical reasons or whatever, but they're tapped in to their spirituality. They're tapped into what the job is that God wants them to be doing, the things that they know right from wrong. They ain't out here trying to hurt nobody. They already went through a lot of lessons. It doesn't matter. They can smoke weed and still be spiritually woke. You can, because God work on us on this journey in different areas. Everyone's healing process, or the thing that God is healing within them, is not going to be like everyone else's. He may do it as such at different times or at the same time, and you guys not even know each other. But that's just not how he works. He's working on all of us in different spaces and times and places, and on different situations, and to get us to where we need to get to. And he's also using us in that same manner. So I don't know where these people are going with this. That's why I'm just cutting out everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, already, I didn't see people in the church hurt people worse than people that come from the street. So I'm just cutting all of it out, because if I continue to go the route that I'm going, I'm going to continue to get hurt by people that I'm trying to look up to, and people that I'm thinking that, they're doing the right thing, and they don't even be healed no more than what I am, or they don't even know as much as I know, or, what I'm saying? People just putting them on a pedestal. I can't continue to do that, or I'll keep going through these different situations. That's to do with family, friends, jobs, my kids, partners I'm choosing, and all of that. Now I'm starting to see this thing for what it really is. And, as soon as I see it, I'm moving along. I'm not wasting no time anymore, because, I've suffered too many different hurts from a child till now, till I can't afford it, because I'm getting older. I can't afford to allow you to do the things that you just want to do to me, to hurt me out of your hurts and pains, and out of you being on a low vibration, and out of you operating out of your lower self. As soon as I see a bunch of, and I'm going to see it in action, because who you are eventually comes out, and it's not waiting on anyone. You're going to show yourself, and it's not going to be a long, so if we're sitting up here pretending as though we don't know what people are doing to us, we do, because their actions and the way their movements and what they are doing, it's going to keep reoccurring, and it's doing it quick, because God, the world, and, the everything about the universe is operating more quicker now. As when we used to get away with things, it used to take 10, 20 years. No, it'd be right around the corner waiting on you right now. So no, I'm not, I love everyone, but I can't afford it, because it's leaving me out to be settling for short. And I can't continue to do that, because I've given enough. And, if you let people continue to walk on you, that's all they're going to do. They're going to continue to do it over and over and over and over, because these people be unhealed. They don't know right from wrong. Or some of them, they pretend they don't, because God show all of us what we're doing that's wrong and right. And that, I don't even care if you're walking spiritually blind. You know the things that you're doing. You just care not to look at them and heal it. You just continue to want to do what you want to do. And that's, you're being led and guided in the spirits of darkness is moving, is being operated through you and out of you. It's not of light. It's not right. It's not of your higher self. You're not on a high vibration. You're on a lower vibration. And you have to leave room for people to do those things, because no one's perfect. But you don't have to sit there and stay beside them, deal with them, interact with them, use energy to, no. God didn't tell you to do that. Immediately if God didn't tell you to stay there and accept that, don't. You see what they're doing? Move. It's their bad if they miss something or miss out on something that God was trying to do through you to help them. And, later on they find out in life or whatever that they missed it, or whatever, that you were there to help them, or what you told them was right or whatever, and they had to bump their heads, a lot more times to understand what it was, then so be it. But you don't stay there to, interact with people and their demons. If you've been healed from that certain same type of situation and you see it for what it is, you know better. Move your ass out. Move on. Move it. Okay? So that's all I got to say, guys. Bye. Y'all have a blessed day. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I love you guys. And yeah, y'all chunk me some donations. Y'all see it right on the front headline of my YouTube page, and woo woo woo. And God bless y'all. I hope everyone's blessed. Yeah, y'all, it's just time to do the right thing. God bless, and don't forget to like and subscribe, share, do the right thing. Just do the right thing. Everyone needs to do the right thing. And bye.